It's so easy to be on the side where you're just observing other people and judging them when you're not practicing it yourself. Of course you have those judgments because that's all a projection of yourself. You think those things about yourself. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I wanted to have like a little bedside chat because I feel like I haven't really talked to you guys in a while, even though I have uploaded a few videos in the past month or so. I feel like most of them have been like silent vlogs and like day in my lives, and they haven't really been like chit-chatting videos, which partially is because one of you guys did comment that you like videos in which I don't talk as much. But I know it wasn't like ill-intentioned. I know it wasn't like you hate when I talk. Vlogs are just aesthetic and they're nice to just watch and not be interrupted by constant talking. I have my journal here because I just want to reflect on like what I've really been writing about, because I have been writing a lot and that actually hasn't been true for a while. When I came back from New York, I kind of settled back in mentally and physically and went straight back into just like kind of fast living. And I hadn't written since New York and it felt absolutely crazy. I felt so in my head. I felt, honestly, the weeks after I came back from New York were some of the hardest weeks that I've had in a while. New York is one of my favorite places. For those of you who didn't know that already, I feel like I've said this before, but it's like one of the most inspiring places for me. I wanted to live there for a long time. I have now realized that, and this was only because of my last visit, but I was, romanticizing New York a lot, which is normal. But I think specifically this last visit, I felt shook by New York, which always, but like this time specifically, primarily because I've been thinking a lot about my career. That has been the biggest question mark of my life. And that has been the biggest theme is like, what do you want to do in this lifetime? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to be working and spending your days doing as an adult and until you pass on to, the afterlife? Like, what is it? And it's been something that's always been on my mind as like a kid growing up. It's honestly something that I've always worried about because I'm like, wait, I don't know. I have no idea. I have so many interests. I can't just pin it down to one. And again, going back to like when I went to New York, I feel like this question was really at the forefront of my mind. And you guys saw the exhibit that I went to, which was like, insane, truly insane, brilliant work, and really just forced me to think more about that question of like, what do I want to do in this life? If I only have limited time, like, why am I spending it not doing what I love? I think that's why the weeks afterwards were so hard for me because I was running through the cycles that I knew I didn't want to continue over and over again. I feel like this is the era, this is the theme of 27, your Saturn return is so real. You guys, like, please comment down below if you agree, if you've passed 27 or if you're currently 27. From what I've heard, it's true, but also I feel like no one prepares you for this. So I am here to warn you that 25 is not the hardest year. I mean, each year has its own things, but 27 feels uniquely challenging. And like, I feel like you're, as the challenges grow, your tolerance also grows. So maybe I'm just speaking to this difficulty because I've never experienced it before, but like 27 is rough. Yeah, this is all to say that I've been really thinking about this, and I think that's why I've kind of invested back into creating again, which is something that like I'm so ashamed of saying that I haven't done that, because I have been honestly trying to convince myself that this isn't what I want, that I don't want this anymore, when that is, now that I recognize it, is a form of self-sabotage. It's me telling myself that I don't want a dream just to avoid the rejection of the dream not coming true. It's a thing we do. It's a flaw in the human race. It is psychologically twisted. It's it's something that, I thought I would never do to myself. Lo and behold, that's exactly what I've been doing. I'm still figuring out these things, It's not like I know exactly what I want right now, but I feel closer to it because I'm being extremely honest with myself that maybe I have spent more time doing things that I don't love because of safety, because of fear, because of rejection, because of risk, because of comfort. Absolutely been doing that, and I needed to face that. I feel like New York really was the catalyst for that, because it was all about seeing the ugly, and not that New York is ugly at all. Mainly the exhibit that I saw and the rawness of New York helped me see that clear as daylight. Just things that I've been experiencing in the last year of my life. It has been just very raw and very jarring and very, very hard. And it's kind of like I've been waiting for someone to tell me this, or for someone or something to happen to me so that I can use that as my beginning, when I am the only person that I am waiting for and that my dreams are waiting for. It's not going to happen unless I do something about it. I can be inspired by others and experiences, but ultimately, no one's gonna do the work that I need to do for myself, and that is the mental work of healing my own trauma, and also doing the work of putting myself out there, actually picking up the camera and talking about what I have been so ashamed of this past in my life. Really, no one's gonna do that. People can help you. There's definitely truth in that. And I think I couldn't have gotten to this right now, this version of myself, if it wasn't for the conversations that I've had with friends mostly. Those conversations have also been super raw and super honest and very deep. Therapy has definitely helped me as well, but I think mainly it's been the conversations I've had with people in my life. Also conversations that I haven't been able to uphold anymore. Conversations with coworkers, and just my attitude at work has been completely different because I'm not able to really fake it anymore. And I didn't realize I was faking it. In the corporate world and in business, you somewhat have to code switch and change into this, if you're not already this, present to be this person who cares about making money for companies and businesses that aren't yours. I'm sorry, but I can only do that for so long. And I think more recently, my time was running out with lying to myself. And you can feel that. You can feel that through stress, through anxiety, through depression. It's just now that I am in it and I'm going through it and I'm facing it, I can name it, because now I know exactly what that looming energy and that looming feeling was. All that time that I was why am I feeling this way? Why am I anxious? Why am I depressed? It's always been about something that I needed to do, something that I needed to face, something that I needed to be honest with myself about. It's always been something like that. And I'm not saying that that's true for everyone, but that is definitely true for me. And I think I basically just wanted to get on here and start having really honest conversations with you. Not that I haven't been, but I feel like I've been withholding a lot of information from myself, which is why I wasn't even able to talk about it on camera, because it's I wasn't even living in my truth. But I am getting used to and practicing claiming my own dreams and claiming that I want things and claiming that I am scared of them. Because I think it's so easy to be on the side where you're just observing other people and judging them for putting themselves out there, for claiming their dreams, when you're not practicing it yourself. Because of course you have those judgments, because that's all a projection of yourself. You think those things about yourself. Like, make that connection, because as soon as you do, you will switch your mindset and have such a different outlook in life and release yourself of the judgment that you have on yourself, because that is keeping you from claiming your own dreams or being honest with yourself or putting yourself out there, doing what you like. It doesn't even have to be what you love. It doesn't even have to be like your passion. There's so much time wasted, so much energy wasted when you don't claim what you want, you know? And I think we all like come in and out of those sides of like observing, judging, or presenting or performing. We're always going in and out of them. I think I can speak to it because I'm finally stepping into the claiming and the practicing of what I want. It's scary as hell, but like, I'm never gonna not be scared. I've learned that. Even being comfortable and staying hidden, it's not like I was necessarily happy. I was actually miserable. And so if that's something that I am currently dealing with, I know someone out there watching is also dealing with that. And I think the moral of this, I hope it just makes you think and it makes you kind of reflect on how you've been feeling, how you've been acting, how you've been thinking, opening up those wounds again. It's been a long time that you've been ignoring them and they're just lurking. They're just getting onto everything else. It's like mold, you know, it's growing. They're not going away just because you're ignoring them. And I think that's been something that I had to look at myself in the mirror and realize how moldy I was, that I needed to clean myself up and tend to some wounds. And I'm still doing that. Hold compassion for yourself, even though I'm talking about, you know, kind of checking yourself. I'm also being really gentle and soft and understanding with myself, because if not, like, it doesn't really help you. I've done that, you know, where I've been really mean to myself, and it's not helpful at all. And I've really been learning how to be my best friend, and my best friend wouldn't let me waste any more time not claiming what I want. She'd hype me the hell up and she'd be my number one supporter. But that shit is hard when you've been conditioned from your childhood or society and the world to not be your biggest supporter. And that's honestly, like, it's out there. That message is out there, especially if you don't look a certain way. So, yeah. Let me know if you enjoyed this chat. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I really, really appreciate you all, and I hope that you are doing okay and you are taking care of yourself in some way or another, and in the best way that you can right now. Thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next video. I feel like I got so much off my chest, but there's so much more. Guess I'll talk about that in the next video.